AITA for turning my daughter's words against her in a joke. A little background, I 42M have been in my stepdaughter Lily's 16F life since she was a baby. Her biological father passed away before she was born, and I married her mother when Lily was around 2. I adopted her legally when she was 6, so as far as the law is concerned, I'm her father. But lately she's been going through that teenage rebellion phase where she questions everything I say and challenges every rule in the house. 2 weeks ago, we had a bit of an argument. She had broken curfew and I grounded her for the weekend. That's when she hit me with, "You're not my real dad, I don't have to listen to you." Now I won't lie, that stung. I've raised her for most of her life, and while I know teenagers say things they don't always mean, it still hurt. I didn't argue with her though. I just said, "I may not be your biological father, but I'm still your legal parent. And as long as you're living under my roof, you'll have to follow my rules." Fast forward to last night. The whole family, me, my wife Lily, and my 12-year-old son went out to grab some groceries. While we were at the store, Lily dramatically sighed and said, "I'm starving, I need food." Feeling cheeky, I decided to throw out a classic dad joke. "Hi starving, I'm not your real dad." My son burst out laughing. My wife shot me a look of disapproval. Lily just stood there in stunned silence before muttering, "Seriously," and walking away. The rest of the grocery trip was tense. When we got home, my wife pulled me aside and told me I was being immature and that I should be the bigger person instead of stooping to her level. I argued that it was just a joke and that maybe she needed to see how it felt when someone used those words back at her. Later that night, I knocked on Lily's door and sat down with her. I told her, "Hey, I know I hurt your feelings earlier. I didn't mean to upset you, but you need to understand that when you said I wasn't your dad, that hurt me too. I love you and I've been here for you your whole life. Whether you think of me as your real dad or not, I'll always be here for you." She got quiet for a moment before admitting that she didn't actually mean what she said during our argument. She was just mad. She also told me that while my joke was annoying, it did make her realize how harsh her own words had been. So AITA. Top 3 comments. Comment 1, 5102 thumbs up. NTA, that was a perfectly executed dad joke, and honestly, Lily needed a little taste of her own medicine. It wasn't cruel. It wasn't mean-spirited. It was just a light-hearted way to reflect her words back at her. If she can dish it out, she should be able to take it. That said, I love that you followed up with a real conversation. It sounds like she's at that difficult age where she's trying to assert independence, but deep down, she still needs and wants your support. You handled it well. Comment 2, 3420 thumbs up. Soft YTA. Not for the joke itself, I actually think it was a little funny. But because it sounds like your daughter is going through a tough time emotionally, and instead of addressing the real issue, you turned it into a joke. It's clear that she's struggling with identity and family dynamics, and the "you're not my real dad" comment was likely more about testing boundaries than anything else. I think you handled it well in the end by talking to her, but maybe next time, try to address the underlying feelings before making jokes about them. Comment 3, 2876 thumbs up. NTA, this was classic dad behavior and honestly a harmless way to call attention to what she said. Your wife is right that you should always try to be the bigger person, but sometimes humor is a good way to get a message across without escalating a situation. Also, I guarantee you that one day, probably years from now, Lily is going to laugh about this moment and maybe even tell her own kids about the time her dad hit her with the perfect dad joke. You're doing great. Keep being there for her and she'll come around.